Okay, guys, T.S. Madison has been under fire for about the last 2 weeks or so, ever since the read from her co host Craig on a show that they host together called Talk. Okay? People are accusing T.S. Madison of being jealous, a hater, and transphobic. That confuses me because she's a part of that very community herself. However, she ends up joining the panel of a podcaster by the name of Sean Davy Way. Sean Davy Way, the Sean Davy Way Show. Sorry, I had to say that so many times. To clear some things out, check out, clear some things out, clear some things up. I don't know why I can't talk today, but check out what T.S. Madison had to say and let me know your thoughts. Okay, let's get
Oh,
into
I love
it.
you too. Listen, here's the thing. One thing I am is I want people to know that I'm not above reproach. I'm not above people critiquing me. I'm not above, I'm a Libra, so I like to, balance the things out, But here's the thing: how people work my nerves with the lies that they tell.
hmm
We have to really pay attention to the thing in totality. I sat back, I listened to that guy, Casanova, like really crank this stuff up about a transphobia and me against Netta. And I actually went back myself because when we drinking on that show, I talk a lot of shit. It's fun talk. We having a good time. I
Right.
went back and I watched many episodes that had things to do with Netta. And as I went back and I watched those episodes that had stuff to do with Miss Netta, I watched myself tell Craig, even when we were unsure about Netta's pronouns, I watched myself break down how to use they and them in a conversation, even if we were unaware of, people's gender identity. I watched me do that. I
hmm
also watched me I laughed like because Craig says some shit's funny. It is funny. He be going in on Miss Netta, like when he said Netta's lawn and leaf. Our show is live. I can't censor a live. If we were edited, I probably could have cut around a lot of. Our
Okay.
show is live. That is Craig and I show. One thing I've learned, even after the whole situation that went down with me and Kaya, which I don't want to get into, and I don't care who feels whatever way, that was learning experiences and learning tools for me. Like, like when, let's make sure that everything is like completely how it's supposed to be done, which I did the same thing with Kaya. However, I'm not going back into that space, and I really don't give nothing about that lady.
hmm
But in this is our show. This is something that a name I came up with, and this is what me and Craig said that we were going to do together. We monetize off of the show. We have the show on the road. I got a residency here in Atlanta. We make money from the show. We split the money that we make for the YouTube. It streams on Craig's platform. It streams on mine. Okay. So when we have conversations or whatever, and they talking about this comes out the blue. Mo sits over there at his desk, and they upload the things in real time. Like when we talking about stuff, we use the StreamYard program, and they upload it in real time. So I don't do all the subjects that come on the show. Sometimes Craig's put his inputs on the subject. I put my input on the subject, and because Mo is the straight person on the show, Mo puts his. There are pieces of things that Mo put in there. All right,
hmm
boom. There have been no multiple times that Netta stuff has come up, and I'm like, girl, I don't want to talk about Netta, girl. I don't want to do this. Like, girl, and Craig's like, girl, did you see those thoughts? Did you see that? Yeah.
Now, I have not seen this show multiple times, but the one show that I did watch when everybody was watching, when the back and forth was happening, when Craig read Miss Netta, T.S. Madison did say, like, I'm not a part of this. But at the same time, she said, but if I need to be tagged in, I can. So I don't know what her verbiage was like in past conversations concerning Miss Netta. I will have to go back and research that. But just pointing out something from that show where everything kind of, I feel like, spiraled out of control when Craig read Miss Netta.
Yes, Craig, I saw it. Yes, this, like, girl, this is the fun that we
Hold on.
have when
Not
we're,
not to cut you off, TS. I'm sorry, but so
okay.
what is your hesitation on talking about Netta? Is there just is there a
Well, my
reason?
hesitation, I'm going to be honest, like, and you probably going to get some exclusive tea. There was a video that I watched where Netta was talking to another content creator on her, because I follow them on TikTok. I watch them on TikTok. I
Mhm.
watch their stuff. Like, I mean, they're interesting to me. So I mean, I watch them. I watched her have an argument with another content creator, and if you there's a video I have on this orange dress, I think it is, and my hair was layered to the side, and I remember I said, Craig, I watched the video where she was arguing with this other content creator, and the gentleman, she said, "Well, you've called me ugly. You said this and other." Like, she was really running her feelings down.
I wonder if she's referring to one of the conversations that Miss Netta has had with Trell, aka Laquanda Strawberry. Because y'all know they have a beef that's back and forth, back and forth. Like right now, he's still carrying on with the skits and stuff where he's beating up a mannequin that's supposed to be Miss Netta. I haven't seen Miss Netta respond to any of it. She said that she wouldn't be, but I wonder if T.S. Madison is referring to the conversation that she had with Trell.
And I said to Craig, I said, Craig, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? This is a newfound fame. I've been in this a long time, Sean, a long,
Mhm.
long time. Like, and quiet as this kept, if you really want me, and this might sound narcissistic, and to the person that called me a narcissist in the comment section, here we go. I've been doing this before so many people, so many black, gay, LGBTQIA creators came into the space. There were girls that were before me, but I came in very loud, very live, very in color. And I was the only one that came in butt naked that commanded the world to look at me. Okay.
Mhm.
And then after that, like, the aesthetics of the things for me had changed around. So when I look at this, I was like, oh, she's really not built for all of the things that come along with, and I started feeling bad. I was like, damn. When I had the opportunity to speak to her on the on Fox Soul, when I hosted that day, the producers had asked me. They said, Madison, will you ask her, is she a part of the community? Will you respectfully do it? Will you respectfully ask Netta, is she a part of the community? So when the moment came, they chose me to ask because, of course, I'm a presence for the community. And I said, hey, Miss Netta, what do you identify in the community? Netta said that she does not identify with LGBTQIA. Then after she said that, she said, "No, can you ask me that again?" I asked Netta the same question again, and she said, "No, she's not trans. She's not this." I have not one time said anything that's transphobic towards Netta. I have not called Netta a he, a him. I have not called Netta any. I That morning when we were looking, because it was Netta's birthday on June, I think it was June something. Her cash app is Joe Netta. Her Cash App is Jonetta. That's her
Mhm.
Cash App name. And so I was like, well, I want to send her, something on her, but it's saying Jonetta here. I have not called Netta anything outside of Miss Netta. I have not called Netta anything outside of anything but Miss, she, and her. I have not said any disparaging things about Miss Netta, nothing. Have I laughed at something that Craig said about Miss Netta? Yes. Have I tapped Craig on his shoulder and said, Craig, come on, bro. Come on, dog. I don't want to talk about this stuff with Netta. I do not want to do this, girl. Come on.
Mhm.
After I watched that video of her, I empathized with her feelings because this is the face, this is the image, this is the thing that Netta has had to deal with for the entirety of her life. And I've why I and in that video, in that one stance, I was like, damn, because everybody terrorizes Miss Netta on her looks.
Yeah.
My issue, here's my issue. Maybe this where I can possibly take pieces of accountability for some of the things that of the way that it may have came out. As a T.S. Madison, I've been on this thing a very long time. I've been on the internet since even when I was doing adult films was going viral on the internet because of the trades that I was doing the movies with way
Right.
back. So being internet famous and being a part that's not new to me. Um, I said to myself, and it did come out loud, and I can take accountability in the moment and say, well, maybe it did sound shady. So all this time, because I don't think that I look when you say I look like a man, Sean, you are a handsome man. Craig looks like a man. Mo looks like a man. My staff of men that are around me, those are men. They look like men. When you say that I look exactly like a man and Netta looks like a woman, I ask the question, so I look exactly like all of those men that are around me. Now, if you said I look like a tranny, a trainee, a trans, whatever, then I'd be like, okay, got it. I get it. But when you say I look exactly like a man and Netta can be a woman and I have to look exactly like a man, I know this stuff comes from places of people who possibly have possibly have issues with me. They possibly don't like me. They don't have or maybe something I've said has rubbed them the wrong way. They don't like how things went with me and Kaya. Whatever it is, whatever notion it is that they have about me, and I think that that's their way of trying to jab me. Like you look exactly like a man. First of all, I walk through society every day, all day. I know that I don't look exactly like a man. I'm not. Do I look like a trans woman? Yes. Do I look like a bio woman to some? Yes. But exactly like a man, we're not doing that. So that was my question. The way that it probably rolled off my tongue and in its stance could have been deemed as shady. And it had nothing really to do with Netta. It was so Netta, so you say Netta look like the cunt and I look like the duh. Okay, got it. And I can take responsibility and say that that's probably why that they have taken this whole scenario and ran with it. There is nothing that Miss Netta has that she has that I'm jealous of. Nothing. I've been rich for a very long time. Sorry that I say that a lot, but it's true.